If you got a question for Emmanuel, go ahead and press the raise hand button now. We'll start with Luis Morales. Your line is live.
Hola, buenas tardes, Emmanuel, ¿cómo estás?
Buenas tardes, hermano, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien?
Bien, sí, muchas gracias. Hablamos contigo después de la pelea que tuviste cuando pasaste a esta semifinal de peso pluma. Y ahorita queremos preguntarte, has estado tú peleando por mucho tiempo, ¿no? Ahorita la pelea que tuviste contra Patricio fue la primera vez que pelearon, fue una muy buena pelea, fue una de las mejores peleas históricas que ha tenido Bellator. Ahorita, de cara a este nuevo compromiso, ¿cómo te sientes? ¿Qué tan mejorado te sientes? ¿Y en qué diferente crees que pueda ser esta pelea?
Pues como siempre digo, estoy listo, estoy motivado y inspirado para pues lograr mis metas y también cumplir mis sueños de ser campeón del mundo y ganar este Grand Prix. Él me dio una lección buena y me enseñó mucho. Pelear contra alguien que ya tiene más cuántos años, quién sabe, peleando los mejores, siendo el campeón del mundo. Entonces me da mucha pues alegría y inspiración a saber que fui a la distancia con un peleador tan peligroso y pues que tan grande que es el Patricio. Pero yo sé que lo puedo vencer y eso es lo que voy a hacer el abril 2.
Do you mind giving that in English as well?
Patricio's a great fighter. He has accomplished so much and done so much in Bellator and fought the best of the best throughout this whole run. And he taught me a very valuable lesson the first time. And I'm very excited to show to the world what he taught me in this second run. And I'm excited to go out there and take him out because I know I showed the first time that it is possible. And I know I can go out there and make that happen.
All right, we'll go to Kevin Varghese.
Hey, Emmanuel. Look, with the whole featherweight Grand Prix going on, it's AJ McKee in the final, and, he's already talking about possibly facing Patricio, as he is one of the greatest underdogs, greatest champions out there. How do you feel going into this fight, trying to play spoiler?
Oh, it's going to be great. And he will have that opportunity. Once I defeat Patricio, then I will defeat AJ, and then they can go ahead and battle that out at lightweight like he said he wanted to, and we'll see if me and AJ have a rematch at 55 or a trilogy with Patricio Pitbull. So however way this goes down, either way I come out victorious, but we're going to have some exciting things coming up. So the matchmaker, Rich Chow, and the big boss, Scott Coker, going to be busy.
We'll throw to Jay Anderson.
Emmanuel, welcome back. To start, Patricio decided to challenge Max Holloway the other day, and that's not the first time he's called for a cross-promotional fight recently. That, let's be honest, is never going to happen. Do you feel that he's overlooking you at all, or do you take any disrespect from that?
I wouldn't say disrespect. I get it. Everyone's trying to make a name for themselves while we're not being active right now, and it's, with everything that's going on in the world, it's difficult to fight as often as we'd like, I'm sure, and to stay relevant. So in any way, shape, or form, I understand on where he's at, wanting to cement his status is, better than those guys. But it is what it is, as Max Holloway would say, right? But I'm obviously more focused on the two men that I've only needed to be focused on, and that's Patricio Pitbull and at the end, AJ McKee. But I know that there's obviously great fighters everywhere, but I believe with what we have now, this right here, I'm going to bring some more excitement to the table.
Absolutely. And the other thing I want to ask you, you kind of touched on it. It's not an easy time to stay active. And originally, Scott had talked about maybe this was going to get back underway in January, or at least the first quarter. Is it a little frustrating to be waiting till April?
A little bit, but patience. Patience is a virtue. It's been a long time, and given that situation I had, with the COVID pandemic, I've still been very blessed, fortunate, and grateful to have the opportunity to still go out and fight again and be here talking to you right now. I'm happy and enjoying and living in the moment, knowing that Bellator's done great things, big things, and it's only getting bigger and better. And I'm excited to be a part of it, and I can't wait to go out and make history.
We'll go to Steve Juen.
Manuel, as always, thank you for the time. A lot of things have changed in the last 3 years since the last time that you fought Patricio, not the least of which is this pandemic, of course, but he's improved a lot. You've improved a lot. So at the end of the day, if you've both improved a lot, what's going to be the difference that's going to tip the edge your way?
You know, with all that power, I would have thought he hit harder. And for being such a, great dominant champion, I thought it'd be a lot harder to hit too. So knowing what obviously I know now of being in the ring with him, and since being around all these great fighters in this Grand Prix, having the opportunity to be cage side, watching him fight, his last 3 fights, actually, I've been in attendance seeing him fight these last 3 fights. I still see those holes. As a martial artist and as a fighter, I wouldn't necessarily say they're secrets on giveaway or game plans, but I see those holes where I know I can still capitalize on, which I, razorly thin close the first time, not only just to win, but to stop him. So I know the capabilities and potential that I have, and now I just cannot wait to showcase that in the second time around.
And speaking of showcasing it, does it feel any bigger this time around, not just because you know him better, but because you get that Showtime platform as well?
Oh, absolutely. Now there's much more on the line being on this whole featherweight Grand Prix, and we're on a much bigger platform now and Showtime, and we're stateside. I don't need to fly across the world and need to worry about my weight and all these other things and scheduling and time. We get to be here in the beautiful US of A and take care of business here, and I can't wait to go out and make it happen.
We'll go to Donna Corby.
Hey, Emmanuel, what's up?
How you doing, my man?
So Pedro Carvalho decided in the build-up to the last fight, maybe to his detriment, or maybe he felt he was trying to get in Pitbull's head with the trash talking. Is that a route you're going to go down? Are you going to try to antagonize Pitbull going into this fight, or are you focusing mainly on yourself?
I'm focusing mainly on myself. I don't intimidate people about what I do or say before a fight. That's nonsense. I intimidate people by hitting them. So, I have, which I've already done before, and it's something completely different that, with all that trash talk, you got to be ready to back that up once the cage door closes. So we're gentlemen, and he's a great champion, and he knows he has a hungry, merciless contender in front of him, relentless, coming for him. So knowing that that we've already danced before, and now that we get to do it again, he knows what's coming, and there's nothing he can do to stop it. And I'm excited, man. This is going to be an exciting fight because he taught me so much, and I know from what he's done since we fought too, that only motivated me even more to grow, evolve, and develop into the fighter and the mind state in which I'm at now. And it's a much bigger and better platform now.
I kind of touched on this earlier, but I wanted to ask, is the winner of this fight, in your opinion, the best featherweight in the entire world?
Yes. After I go out and defeat Patricio Pitbull and then go on to defeat AJ McKee, yes. And there won't be any need for me to go out and talk about other big names, obviously, across the pond or across the world. There's obviously, everyone knows there's great fighters all over the world. But being a homegrown, developed Bellator featherweight world Grand Prix champion, knowing that I defeated those and I won this Grand Prix in getting revenge on those who have beaten me before and those who have never tasted defeat before, you can't write a better story. So I believe this would cement my status as the best featherweight in the world.
We'll take our last question from Santiago.
Hi, Emmanuel. Greetings from Amsterdam. Big couple of weeks for Rufus Sport with first you in a featherweight title fight, and in May Sergio Perez is going to fight for the bantamweight title. Can you feel that in the gym as well, that there's a big month coming up?
Oh, absolutely. Got my Chicago Bulls pants on from right here. It's like 1996, 96 Bulls going out, and we're making history. We're going to bring lots of gold home to Rufus Sport. We got a lot of up-and-coming fighters as well, too, and bantamweight Rafian Stotts and middleweight Jordan Newman. And I know it's very big things coming for my academy, my team, and I want to win. And I know I want them to win as well and be a part of that as well, too. So I know it's going to be a golden Rufus Sport and a golden year.
Wish you all the best, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Manuel. We'll be joined here shortly by Ryan Bader.